Hello everyone. Going to cover a couple of games today that I played. Let's jump into the analysis board. So in this one I was a black pieces, and we got into a Sicilian defence. Fairly standard opening stuff. Nothing that exciting. Until we get to around about here, and my opponent decided to play d4, which is normally a move you want to play as white in the Sicilian. In this position, it's actually a mistake because it just hangs e4, and I didn't actually spot that myself. I think I played, I just took the pawn, and it's kind of annoying because I had been looking at e4 at some point a few moves ago, even before they played this move. I was conscious that this was hanging, and I just missed the fact that when they pushed that pawn again, it's now hanging again. So I missed it, but then I spotted it on the next move. So I decided to take first, and actually them taking back like this is a mistake. They should have taken with the knight. And this somehow, gives them counterplay, I guess, if I take now. That's actually bad for me, because they can play, the knight's just jumping in here. And that's not great. And in fact, it suggested I give up the queen, which seems a bit crazy. But anyway, if they had done that, I probably would have... I can't do that, because then that drops... Yeah, the only option would be to play here, but that's even worse, because they now come in like this. So they're winning a piece, basically. So I guess giving up the queen's the best for black here. But they didn't play that. They took back with the pawn, and now I saw that I could take the knight, and then they just blundered a piece and resigned. So, not going to say too much more about that one. It wasn't a great game by me. Looking at the game analysis, I was never losing because white didn't find the right moves, but fairly short game. Nothing much to say about it, really. So that's that one. This next one, I've just given away the result, but never mind. I was the white pieces, and here I was actually closing in on 1400 rating. So I opened with my London. We ended up with this opposing queen situation over on the queen side, where neither side really wants to take first. It's more developing. Nothing that interesting, really, so far. So black's sort of trying to attack on the king side. Decided to move my bishop here. I've got a slight advantage, but nothing major. And they decided to trade the queens here, which is fair enough. So this now opens up the A file for my rook, which could be useful in the future. This is a good opponent, a 14-11. So now it's a bit of an imbalanced position. Lots to play for. It's completely even. And I decided to expand on the king side, and then they blundered. And I don't know if you guys can see why, but I completely missed this. So I played this move. What I should have, in fact, played is e6. And they can't really take back. The best move here for them is to move the king this way. If they take back, the problem is this move. This knight is pinned. This bishop can't be taken right now because of this. And they're basically going to lose a piece. This is also a fork. But I did not see that. fortunately. But it's still okay after this. And, you know, black started making some inaccuracies. You know, I'm not playing the best moves, but that's close to the best move, maybe second best. Decided to trade off, because, you know, I'm in danger of getting taken now that the rook has moved. And then I castled queenside, which was the wrong idea. King e2, simply moving the king. Now that the queens are off the board, the king's actually well positioned here. So castling queenside was not the right idea. It's also castling into a pin. And black just decided to start trading, which isn't right. That's actually a miss. They could have played bishop f4 in this position. So I guess, you know, this bishop is going to be very difficult to get away from this square. It's going to be a bit annoying. That was the best idea for them. They decided to trade, and now I've got a slight advantage. That's a nice square for their bishop. And, you know, I just started finding the best moves. Like, there's not a lot in this, but as I said before, if you find the best moves over and over again, and your opponent doesn't, it quite easily adds up to a winning advantage after only a few moves. But it's not over. And my opponent's still not finding the best moves, and I was very happy with the way I played this endgame. It wasn't perfect, but I found a lot of good moves, and my opponent was struggling a little bit. Again, another best move. Okay, that wasn't best. I've lost a pawn, but if you look at the position, so this wasn't best, apparently. Say an e6. So I should have immediately played e6. Yeah, I was looking at that. Taking advantage of this. I just wasn't quite seeing the killing blow after that, but yeah, it should just be winning. Ended up playing this instead. Black's not finding the right responses. And this is just game over. I mean, these two pawns, in combination with the active rook, their rook isn't actually attacking anything right now. It's kind of out of position. These pawns are countered by these pawns. You know, this is just game over. And they went for this. It doesn't work. And they actually blundered into checkmate. But even if it wasn't checkmate, this is just completely winning. These pawns are going to be pushed. There's going to be some sort of checkmate or, you know, promotion happening in the near future. So yeah, that was that one. Going back to the review. Fairly good accuracy for me, 86.6. And this game took me over 1400, so I am now exactly 1400 rating. That's a good achievement, I think. You can see in this game review I had a win earlier on, which I missed. That fork idea. But other than that, it was just pretty solidly gaining advantage over time against, you know, a strong player. So quite happy with that. I guess looking at my recent results, sorry if I go back to this view, you know, I've got 5 in a row wins now. I think that's my biggest streak so far. And, you know, I'm keen to keep that going. At some point, I am going to lose more games, of course. I could drop below 1400, but I'm very happy to have achieved that. And now we're only 100 points away from the goal, which is 1500. And I think it's doable, you know? Like, I had a couple of moments of doubt in some earlier games, and, you know, I still have the problem of blundering sometimes when, you know, it's just shouldn't be happening, like one move blunders, but all I can do is work on it, keep playing, keep analysing, keep trying to improve, and that's what I'm going to keep doing. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that, guys. If you did, please like and subscribe. Take care of yourselves, enjoy your chess, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye for now.